where you're really that's
Nailed the tone. Okay.
So if
sorry, are we keeping
keep me
you
awake.
awake?
I'll get bored here. Speed up a little bit.
Sorry.
Welcome to the Questionable Answers Show, where we answer your questions in a questionable way. This is a show where Ryan, Paul and I will answer your questions emailed into us or tweeted or Instagram or Facebook or sent in by Raven, and we will do our absolute best to answer those questions with our lack of expertise.
It's true.
It's true.
All right.
First
question. Let's go.
All right, first question emailed in by Steve. Which is worse, being the poorest rich person or the richest poor person? I'll defer to Paul as the poorest rich person.
Wait, is that bad?
I don't know. I don't even know why I said it.
Surely you want to be the poorest.
Hey, so you're talking about you've got a group of friends and you're all rich, but you're the poorest out of all
I'm
of them.
picturing like a school situation. If I'm like, let's say I'm at like an exclusive wealthy boarding school, but for some reason like I couldn't really afford to be there, but I am.
Yeah, you're on a scholarship.
So everybody else that's there is doing overseas trips on holidays and like I don't know doing what rich people do.
That's terrible. You don't want to be the poorest rich person.
That's true.
And so like and they're in like the latest kicks and they're like dressed well and
no, you don't want to be that guy.
Okay,
the richest poor person though.
So then if you're the richest poor person, so
everyone's going to be begging off you.
What do I picture there? What's a rich poor person like?
I was thinking sort of countries. I was thinking just purely based on the fact that we're in a wealthy Western country. Surely we are in the richest country.
Yeah, but you're not hanging out with the poor countries.
No, you're not.
No, we're talking about in your
like a slum to get to work.
No, definitely.
Comparatively, like in your community. Or
just your bunch of friends.
Yeah.
Do you want to be the rich guy in your bunch of friends or the poor guy?
Yeah. Okay, so we're talking through some of the negatives of being the poorest rich person.
If I was the richest guy out of my friends, I wouldn't let them know.
If you're already...
In fact, no.
I may not know.
Yeah. Oh, you know.
Oh. So if you're... No, but if you're the poorest...
Look around. You know I'm not the richest.
If you're the poorest rich guy, then you're still kind of rich though, right? So like your
but you're not as rich as your friends.
But is your life still better than the richest poor guy?
Oh.
Like, okay, so like if you get the richest poor guy and the poorest rich guy and they hang out, the poorest rich guy still has a better life than the richest poor guy.
I reckon the richest guy in the slums.
Yep.
It's got twice as much as the next slumdog.
Right.
Is he having a better time?
Oh, yeah.
Like, because you're always comparing yourself against other people, right?
Yeah.
Is he going like, I'm killing it over here. I'm thriving in this slum.
Yeah.
He is.
Look at me with my stick with a rag tied around it with all my belongings in it. That's what they do, isn't it?
No, they're not running away from home in a cartoon.
No,
you know what?
All homeless people keep all their belongings wrapped up in an old T-shirt tied to a stick.
Yeah, and
they carry it over their shoulder.
It's a handkerchief. It's a spotted red handkerchief, and they tie it in a pretty little bow, and they throw it over their shoulder, and they whistle a dainty tune while they walk down, and they hop onto a nearby train. Or
if they're in a more urban area, they're pushing a shopping trolley. If
I was homeless, I'd 100% get a shopping trolley. That's a good way.
But the rent on those things is off the board.
You don't rent it; you steal it.
You steal it. Okay.
They're expensive.
No, if it's an Audi one, you're gonna have to put $2 in the little thing to detach it.
It's an investment. That's an investment.
Yeah,
that's true.
I reckon you want to be the richest poor guy.
Yeah? Why?
But you don't want to let your friends know about it.
But if you're the richest poor guy...
Your friends are going to be a burden.
What's the point?
Well, everything's easier for you, because whenever anyone suggests, hey, do you want to do this? You're like, I can do that. I can afford that.
Make that happen.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're the poorest rich guy, and they're like,
we're doing a ski trip this weekend, and you think...
You're going to make up a reason why you can't go.
Yeah. I don't know. I got nothing.
Okay, so you'd be a terrible poor rich guy.
I'd be a terrible poor rich guy.
I'm going to go on the other side of the spectrum. I want to be the poorest rich guy.
Oh, you reckon you can just leech off your friends?
Yeah, 100%.
I was thinking that too.
Good connections.
To be honest, yeah.
You get in trouble. One of your mates is going to be a lawyer for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will
That's
be.
true. Like, you've got access, Like,
okay.
There's going to be access there to all sorts of fun stuff.
Right.
It comes down to, like, do you want the worst house on the best street or the best house on the worst street?
I've got the worst house on the street. When you look around, 100% this is the worst house on the street. 100 like.
And you bought it.
Hey?
You chose it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But, went for that exact
reason. There's only
reason.
a house on the street at the time. All the rich people moved in.
Yeah.
No, if you look, it's the worst house on the street by far.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that's good or not.
No, it is good. That's what you're meant to do. In real estate, you're supposed to buy the worst house on the best street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know
so
if
you
the
did.
street's
You
any good.
nailed it.
Why?
Because he gets only ways up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can do some improvements. You can do whatever you want to it, and it's going to get. So therefore,
Yeah.
Do all your neighbours
it's best
hate you?
to be.
Hey?
Do all your neighbours hate you?
No, well, they pity us.
They look down on you. They look down on you from their mansions.
Do you sometimes is there sometimes just like, I don't know, like $5 notes in your letterbox or something?
Yeah, it doesn't happen to you. The postman brings them, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes he's just like sitting out the front, just chilling out, and people just start dropping money in his lap as
Yeah.
they walk past.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just trying to relax outside.
Yeah, why are people throwing money at me? Good. All right.
So we decided it is better to be the poorest guy,
The poorest rich guy.
poorest rich guy,
Better to be
so
the
you
poorest
can
rich
leech
guy.
off your friends.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Done.
Cool.
All right,
Next
next.
question. Question number 2 is this is emailed in by James, and the question is being a bass player actually the worst?
So what instruments do you play, Paul?
It is the worst.
Why?
Let me think. Okay.
No, here's the thing about. No, you go. Sorry, you're the
So,
bass player. Why am I?
It is the worst because there's no glory in playing the bass. People only know if you're playing when you screw up.
No, but
They
when
don't even know you're there until
okay,
you stuff up, and they're like, "Oh, why does it sound terrible?"
As
all
a
of sudden?"
guitarist, whenever the bass player stuffs up, everyone looks at the guitarist.
Oh, that's true.
Every time.
So we could
Yeah.
sync
Yeah.
you.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
sing, but you're
Yeah.
never going to get the glory either,
Yeah.
right? So you're only going to be.
Who's the most famous bass guitarer?
Flea.
Okay.
Oh, that was
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Flea from
Yeah.
Red Hot Chili
Because I was trying to think,
Peppers.
most people don't even know the name of the bass guitarist from U2.
No, no one cares.
Do I need to? What is it?
No, I don't care.
Oh, no one knows. No one
Everyone
cares.
only knows The Edge and Bono.
Yeah, correct.
What kind of a name is The Edge?
Do you know what? I reckon you're an idiot if you call yourself The Edge. I'm sorry. I'm claiming it. If you call
Shots
yourself
fired.
the Edge,
Yeah.
that is an idiot thing to
Did
do.
he call himself that, or did other people call him that?
That's the name you'd give yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
The
it
Edge.
is.
But how did you?
Because he
like,
wants to be edgy.
Is that really what it is? Is he the Edge?
Is that what it
because
is?
he's
You reckon
living
he's
on the
edgy?
edge?
So he goes, I'm the Edge. Shut up.
You know what? I'm right on the edge. So close.
I don't
You know,
care.
he's really got a beat in his bonnet about the
Well,
Edge.
and you know what?
What other nicknames do you hate?
Well, I just love the way that he was fine with Flea. He's okay with Flea, the bass player.
For some reason, I don't mind that.
Yeah. Well, it's not sort of putting yourself out there
Yeah.
as being the best.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like Flea. It's
yeah, whatever. It's small.
It's
small.
But the Edge, like, first of all, if you have a the at the start of your
Yeah,
nickname,
that's pretty
right,
pretentious, isn't it?
Isn't it?
The anything.
Terrible.
Yeah.
So the Edge, stop it.
Yeah, no. I'm off
And you
that.
know what?
You've convinced
Sure,
me.
you're a good guitarist, great. Or you're good at pedals,
yeah.
but the Edge.
The Edge.
All right,
Alright,
so
good.
that's about it. There's only one
You
famous
know what?
bass
If the
guitarist.
Edge left and a different guitarist came, no one stops listening.
I'm desperate to
Yeah.
think of another famous bass player at the moment. There's got to be
There's
one.
the guy from Primus, Les Claypool.
But if you said to me, like, how good's Les Claypool? I'd say,
Who?
who's Les Claypool?
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
No. And then you said the bass player from Primus. Oh, yeah, that's cool.
All right, what about
South
the-
Park intro? You know.
Oh, is he the South Park intro?
Oh.
Yeah, that's a Primus
Yeah.
song.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
intro
that's
South
right.
Park.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
That's
That's
true.
true.
Okay, but considering it out of all the bands, like two sprang to
All
mind.
the bands, yeah. Yeah, that's not a good percentage, is it?
It's a horrible
How many
percentage.
bands do you think there are?
So
Like-
many more than
Like
two.
total bands for me.
Oh, million.
No, that's too round. I want a total.
Oh, total?
Yeah, total. Not a. Don't round it.
852,000. Which is
Sorry.
still kind of round. So it's a small percentage.
Can you please dial that into the percentage for me?
Oh, no. It's got a lot of zeros
You should have.
before a number.
You should have picked a number. You could have rounded
I
into
know,
a
I
percentage.
should have.
You
I said
really
a
should have.
million.
Yeah, but then I forced you into
Which is a percentage of.
Yeah. Anyway, so, all right, what about the drummer? No, being a drummer's good.
Yeah, but what
mean-
about bass solo? Like you can still do a mad bass solo.
No,
No,
you
you
cannot
cannot.
do a mad bass.
You
Oh.
can't. You can do a
Sorry.
terrible bass solo that no
Yeah.
one wants to hear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not
You can
allowed
do
to do a
it.
mad bass solo.
There's no such thing.
Like the
They're
tone.
all bad.
Where the? Don't
No?
do that. This is not a 90s sitcom.
Yeah, don't do that. No, there's only bad bass solo. There's only
Seinfeld did not just say something whimsical.
so there's okay. There's some not terrible bass solos.
There's some like palatable.
Yeah,
I
there's
could-
some like
I
oh
could
yeah,
stand
that
them.
wasn't the worst thing
Okay,
ever.
so I'm not a muser. You guys are both musers, and I assumed that there were some mad bass solos
Name
out
one.
there. I don't know,
That's
but I
why,
assumed
because
that there
there aren't
must
any
be.
good ones. If
Yeah.
there was a good one, you'd name it.
Look, there are cool bass lines.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
it's been like
okay.
you go like with Motown kind of
Like
funk
when the
kind of
guitarist
stuff.
needed a break. Yeah.
Or like no, but I was thinking like kind of some cool like I don't know like say like Justin Timberlake like funky kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Where the guitarist is just doing like jazzy high chords.
Yeah.
Then you can have some cool like funky bass lines.
Yeah.
But
So that's
A little
allowed.
bit sometimes.
But I mean, you're still going to
in
put the
one
bass player
genre.
behind the curtain. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and no one minds.
Yeah. No one's
Yeah.
no one's
Nah,
like,
no one cares.
I wish I could see the bass.
What other instruments? I mean, it is the worst.
What about you play the oboe for a little
Oh,
while, didn't you?
accidentally. Did I talk about this on the show already?
When
I accidentally played the oboe?
I'm going to say no. I mean, I've heard the story.
Countless times. I won't tell it.
Paul's got about 7 stories that he just recycles through. You're going to hear them all eventually.
Yeah.
More than once.
Yeah. No,
Come on, tell us.
I was at a school where everything was compulsory, pretty much.
Were you the poorest rich person?
I would have been.
Yeah.
Oh, how good was it?
It's actually terrible.
Well, we're not going back on that
I
answer.
like that you drew on that,
But anyway,
that experience for the last question.
Yeah. Anyway, so everything was compulsory at the school, and then one day some guy comes and goes, "Hey man, you weren't at band tryout." I'm like, "What are you talking about?
You weren't at band tryout.
You were not at band tryout. What happened?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Yeah, you had to come yesterday for to try out for the band."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What band? Like, what is happening? Why don't we know about this?" He goes, "Well, you have to do it." I'm like, "Ah." And I'm like 12 or something. So I go down to the band room and I'm like, "Hey, apparently everyone has to be in the band." But what I should have realised at the time was there was 180 students.
Yeah, that does that.
So the
that's
numbers
just
don't
not
stack
out.
up.
No.
But anyway, everything was compulsory at this place. So, I figured you have to join it. And they're like, "Oh, well, all we have left's the oboe." I'm like, "What
Of course
the
you got the oboe
The hell's
left.
an oboe?"
Yeah.
Well,
And
I mean,
then-
let's be honest. It's the base of the woodwind instruments, isn't it?
It's a horrible thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're like, "Oh, it's this thing," and I'm like, "Why does that even exist?" Like, so basically,
Does it sound like a duck quacking? Is that the
it's
oboe?
more like a duck dying. So if you can,
Well, that's when you play
It is
it.
very ducky.
Okay. So I'm on the right. I'm on the
So
right.
it's one of these
like,
instruments
tone.
where you've that's
Nailed
the
the
tone.
tone. Okay.
So if
Sorry,
you,
are we
Yeah,
keeping
keep me
you
awake.
right?
Keep me on good board here. Speed up a little bit.
Sorry, this is it's not a good story. Anyway, so the oboe, if you can play it really well, it still sounds terrible.
Ryan's coming halfway through the story, so he doesn't even know what we're talking about.
Sorry,
Anyway,
you still go?
I accidentally joined a band and played an oboe for about a year and
And it was
hated
the worst.
Totally hated it. And if you get really good at it, it still sounds terrible.
Okay.
Sorry to the oboe players.
Yeah.
But
So-
you know what?
I feel like
You probably didn't feel like you had to
I
do
feel
it.
like we're almost referencing the previous question. Is it better to be a bass player
Yes.
in the best band?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Then a good instrument player in a bad band.
Oh yeah,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, because like, look,
Yeah.
I'm a guitarist, but if I got a call up from like some, okay, I'm not going to assume that I can play bass well because I can't.
Nah, you'd be able to.
But I mean, as a guitarist, like, I could transpose my
You can
skills
transfer
somewhat.
across. Give me-
It's
I'll give you a-
definitely-
I'll give you a
look,
5-minute
Going from bass
crash
to
course.
guitar is upskilling. All right,
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
All right, I said
is.
it.
It is.
It's upskilling. So
Yeah.
I feel like I could downskill to play bass. All right?
Easy. I'll give you I'll just give you a
Slum it.
5-minute like a little brief.
Look,
and
I'm
you'd be
gonna have
good
to
go.
work on like stretching my fingers out a little bit. Like
No,
the
you
space is
manage.
gonna be
You could
bigger.
work- you could work around
I'm gonna make
Yeah.
sure I really tighten up my rhythm and all that kind of stuff. But if I then get the call up for like a good band, I'll
You give it a go.
I'll go.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Slap in the
Worst
bass.
case, you got to do a few hours practice.
Yeah, worst
you're
case.
fine.
Worst case. And then I'm also the lamest person on the stage, but that's fine.
That's all
So the
right,
question,
because you're
though-
still better than everyone
But you
in
know,
the
I'm
crowd.
still on the stage,
Yeah,
aren't I?
yeah.
Yeah.
The question still is
Your job's
why?
also easier than everyone else's, though. It's an easy job.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's an easy job.
Well, easy in the sense that, like, as you said, no one really notices you. So it's
Nah,
not like,
but
you're not
it-
like doing like intros to songs.
Hey,
Like,
you're playing one thing at a time. Like you're not playing. You're not like working 4 fingers at a time across 6 strings.
Okay,
you're not doing
that's
that.
true.
It's easy.
Alright,
Yeah.
good.
Like any idiot can learn it.
So can we go back to that previous question, Tobes? It was, is bass player?
Is being a bass player actually the worst?
So the,
So-
the answer is a resounding yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's
and
actually the worst.
that's from the
Unless you got an oboe.
Unless you got an oboe, which is 100% the worst. Yeah. From experience.
But in a standard band.
So I've played the worst 2 instruments that there are.
yeah.
I'm definitely qualified for this question.
You
Good.
sure are.
All right.
Next.
Done.
All right. Question number 3 from Kate via email is: things should be called what they are or what they do. For example, teeth equals mouth knives, tongue equals flavour spoon. Thank you, Kate. Discuss. Oh, it's like this is a discuss question.
Yeah, because I was going to say there's no question mark at the end of that. So I was figuring out, but okay.
Thank you for that statement. Well, that's the end of no. So yeah, I totally agree because
You've been singing this song for a while.
you know what? I've been talking about flavor spoons and mouth knives for a while.
Yeah.
And We talked about the orange in a previous episode about being named orange, and
Yeah.
that makes sense to me. I've seen some pretty good like memes out there, like on Facebook.
There's a lot of memes on this.
Yeah.
I have like normally when people do this kind of thing, they're joking, right? I have a friend who legitimately calls a few things
By what they do.
by what
Okay,
they do,
go.
and doesn't realise how ridiculous it is. So,
Example?
Okay, example. 2 examples. First one, friend had a sandwich, and she goes, "Oh, I'll just go in the kitchen and put it in the flatter." And we said, "What?" She goes,
In the flatter?
And she goes, "Put it in the flatter." We said, "What are you saying?" She said, and we walked in the kitchen and she pointed at it and we went, "That is a sandwich press."
Yeah, because it presses a sandwich. Like that's.
And then she was starting to get a bit annoyed and said, "Yeah, well, what does it do?" I said, "It does make it flatter."
No, but you know what? She's actually
wasn't a joke.
decided to call something by what it does when it already has a name of what it does.
Yeah.
It presses a sandwich.
Yeah.
The only thing she's done is shortened it slightly.
Yeah.
There was another one. Now, this one is next level. There's another one. This one, someone was talking about an orange. And
Well, I don't know how you simplify that.
And
Citrus ball.
she said regular orange or peelable orange. We said, what?
Oh, she's got a mandarin.
She legit called a mandarin a peelable orange.
It kind of is though, isn't it?
Well, yeah,
It kind of is.
Well,
because
it's a different fruit.
oranges are the
But
worst.
then-
It tastes different.
Orange is the worst.
Hang on a minute,
though.
though. Is it a regular orange or is it a yellow orange?
Yeah.
A sour yellow orange.
Yeah. So that one we couldn't accept.
But here's something for you. I'm going to put it to you. Oranges were popular until peelable oranges, i.e. mandarins, came out.
Yeah, no, peelable orange. You
Hang
had
on
me
a minute.
there.
Are you suggesting that oranges are no longer popular?
I promise you,
you
the
know what?
stock's price of oranges has plummeted since peelable oranges came out. 100%.
Oh, look, I don't know if you've been
peelable
to any
orange
like,
is
Little
a-
League game. Oh, I just spat all over you.
I used to actually have a peelable orange tree,
Yeah?
and I had this. I had
Wait,
a
was
dog.
the tree peelable or was it...
Standard tree?
Okay, good.
The fruit.
Checking where peelable applied.
No. The pick was the same. You peel the fruit off. No. It was an orange tree, but a peelable orange.
Peelable.
So we had 2 orange trees in the backyard.
Yeah.
Standard orange tree,
Peelable orange tree.
peelable orange.
Yeah.
We had this dog who would eat peelable oranges, but only if you took each one of the segments off and fed it individually to the dog. He go,
What?
"Oh,
Who's treating a dog this way?
Well, I was. He wouldn't eat a peelable orange from the ground, even if it was already peeled.
You know what, dog? You don't get oranges.
Well, he did.
Well, not in my house.
Segment by segment.
Segment by segment. Like, he obviously didn't like them that much to bend down to the ground and pick them up himself.
Yeah,
but if you want to put one in his mouth, like, okay.
Yeah. I'll give it a go. So
Yeah.
what other examples
What's
have
that
we
got
got?
to do with the calling things a thing?
I just thought it was funny that he'd only eat a segment at a time and put it in his mouth.
It was worth it, thank you.
What dog eats fruit? Or maybe they all do.
I don't know. I don't know anything about dog. I don't have a dog.
Oh, we talked
We've
about
been
this.
through
Yeah,
this.
we've been through this.
Okay, so what other examples do we have? So I like the flavour spoon.
Flavour spoon.
Yeah.
That's your tongue, your mouth knives.
I don't... You've been harping on about mouth knives for years now.
They are mouth
I don't
knives, though,
think
aren't they?
flavour spoon for your tongue is actually the way to go.
Well, don't you though? Because that's what it is. So
It's not. If anything, it should be called a talk muscle. If anything.
I thought we were going to go down the licky thing.
okay.
Wow, you do more talking with it than licking. I hope you do no licking with it, actually.
Well, and then I've got my sound holes over here on the side of my head.
Oh, so,
Yeah, sound holes.
I guess so.
My look balls.
Whoa. Whoa.
We've all got look balls.
Whoa.
No. Your look balls sit right above your fragrance sniffer.
Oh, that's when if it gets hit, you get funny smell. I can't get past look balls.
What do you call them?
It just sounds like, look, balls.
Oh, man.
Lookers, peepers.
Nah, look balls makes more sense. Yeah, dribble stopper.
Dribble stopper. Well, I'm just trying to think if I'm. See, my eyebrows are probably like. Oh no, I guess I could call like my eyelids my.
Nightshades.
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 Nightshades is nice.
Nightshades.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
I've got
good.
nightshades. That's good.
Yeah.
Look, see, it's,
No,
the
you're right,
possibilities
there's a
are
lot.
endless. The possibilities are endless. Let's be honest.
Although, let's be honest. Okay, it works on the premise for your eyelids. It works on the premise that you're going to call them eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're lids to your eyes.
You're
Like,
right.
that's kind of...
Like, that actually, eyelids themselves, but that only works if you're going to stick with the
I
word
never
eyes.
thought of that as lids. That's a great name.
It actually is. It's really nice and
I mean,
literal.
if it was looking ball lids, then I'm right on board.
It's a bit wordy,
It's
isn't it?
hard to say.
Oh, the
Looking
But you know
balls.
what? If you've been saying...
Looking ball flaps.
If you've been
Like
saying...
just the. I
If
don't
you've
know,
been
flaps.
saying
a horrible
look
word.
ball lids for years,
Yeah.
it'd flow
It would
very
fly,
well.
yeah.
Look ball lids.
That's true.
Yeah.
LBLs.
Look
That's
ball
true.
lids.
Well, look, my challenge to you is to come up with some better names for body parts because I think I don't think we've got the best names for them. To be fair. So with I'm 100%.
So what was the
okay.
question? Things should be called what they
Yeah,
do.
it's not a
you're
question;
right.
it's a statement, and I agree. Okay.
What would you
And
call
some,
your feet?
and some of them
What would
are.
you call your feet?
Feet. Oh well, they would have to be the
They'd be your walkers.
well, yeah, my walkers, or they might be my
Well, no,
my standing poles. No, that's my legs.
that's your legs.
Yeah.
That'd be
My standing poles.
yeah.
Hands?
Oh, grabbers.
Grabbers,
Yeah,
yeah.
grabbers.
Yeah, your whole
Yes.
hands are grabbers and your
Yeah.
finger is...
It's a pointer.
Pointer.
And my pointers.
Got
Got my grabbers and my
call them
pointers.
my
My
grabbers, actually.
pokies. My pokies.
Focus.
Depends what you're doing with them. They're so
That's
multifunction.
true. That's
What about
true.
your neck?
Your
Holding
neck.
out your head.
Your neck. That'd
It's
be
got
your.
definitely got a job.
Oh, your neck would be your.
No, probably a head pole. Wouldn't it?
Yeah, be your head pole.
Or your head stick.
It might be a head stick. Yeah,
stick,
yeah,
yeah,
head
yeah,
pole.
head
head
stick.
stick.
Yeah.
Yes. Look, I mean,
It's pretty good.
Oh, it's endless.
it is endless.
It's endless. What would you call your arms?
So that'd be the
Probably your hand frames.
hand frames.
Oh,
I feel like you're better at this than me. So,
you're nailing it.
all right.
What
Well,
about your heart?
oh, that'd definitely be your
Blood pumper.
See, that you'd just call your blood pump, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
blood
blood
pump.
pumper.
Well,
Not
that makes
funny.
sense. Your blood pump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you're getting into organs, like what are you going to call your lungs? Your
Air
Oh,
sucker.
breathers.
Air sucker.
breathers, air sucker,
Air sucker.
Breathers is better for that.
What would you call your kidneys?
Ooh.
Wee maker.
I'd call them my filters.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
not bad. Liver.
Detoxer.
Yeah, detoxer.
That's why I don't go on a detox diet.
Yeah.
I've got a liver.
Yeah. Hey, no, that is the biggest waste of time. That's what your liver's there.
Yeah.
Just stop putting poisons in your body. That's called a detox. That got serious. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
Sorry.
not funny
And
anymore.
then
sorry.
there's your medical advice from Nurse Ryan.
Okay, one more. Your bowel.
That would have to be a garbage dump.
I was just going to say garbage truck, but dump is better.
Garbage dump.
I was going to say poo tube.
Poo tube.
That probably makes more sense.
Exit
Yeah.
hatch.
Well, we're going different.
Yeah, that's different.
I think.
Yeah.
I think we should leave it there before we go any worse. Thanks, guys, for listening to another episode. We've had 3 great questions there. Well,
Yep.
2 questions, 1 statement.
Which we agree with.
Which,
Wholeheartedly.
but don't
Whole
forget
blood pump. What do we call that thing?
blood
Whole
pumpedly.
blood
Whole
pumpedly.
blood pumpedly.
But if you want the real answers, don't forget to jump on the website. The link is in our show notes, and you can check out the real answers to all these questions.
Yeah,
Except
and
for
if,
that last
and if
one.
you want to see the show using your looking balls, then make sure you go onto our YouTube.
Yeah.
Got us on YouTube, and if you do watch us on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Also hit the bell button so you get notifications.
Get
for
those pointers out.
Anytime any new episodes come up.
Grab those devices with your grabber.
Otherwise, like and subscribe us on podcast,
Yeah.
wherever you get that from.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
for your listening holes.
And
Yeah.
if you've got any questions,
Yeah.
you can also post them on
Yeah.
our website, and we'll
Yeah.
get to them as
Yeah.
well at the next episode. Otherwise, catch you next time.
Thanks for
See
listening.
ya.